In this topsy-turvy world of sports, only one thing is certain. The truth is, incompetence and inexplicable behavior are as American as apple pie. Hello, Walter Klondike here. Bizarre moments in sports date back to the early 20th century when many athletes found humor in their games. But it is the unplanned and unpredictable that we focus on here. So hold on to your horses as we take a journey through 20th century sports silliness. On this journey, we'll take you from the mountains to the prairies to the oceans white with foam in search of the funniest sports moments in A Century of Sports Bloopers, Volume 1.
Looks like he's in trouble. There's a fumble. But wait a minute. He's turned around. He's running the wrong way.
Limon trying it all, and he succeeds.
Hello again, everyone. I'm Howard.
You've heard the song Old Man River. Well, he just keeps rolling along. Sports bloopers just keep rolling along too. Father Time doesn't seem to slow them down. To comment about 20th century sports, we've talked to several important Americans, from politics to science to sports to entertainment. They gave us a mouthful.
Bubba Clinton here. As you may know, I like sports. I believe in cordial relationships between competitors. Well, there you go again, thinking all those dirty thoughts about me. Listen, I'm a one-woman man. I only have relations with one woman at a time. My agenda is to keep America going in the right direction. We must keep chasing our dreams. I have to admit, sometimes I feel like getting off the fast track, buying a farm, and heading back to the barn. If you were being hounded by Ken Starr, you'd feel like that too. He's been chasing me for years. When I started my campaign against George Bush, I faltered. My butt was in deep trouble, but I just kept after it. And you know what? I finally made it. And was I ever thrilled? What a day. Bill Clinton, President of the United States. Oh man, first thing I did was celebrate with a Big Mac. I was so happy, I practically inhaled that sucker in one big bite. Did I say inhale? No, I never inhaled. Then I got a great dessert. Hot dogs. You should have seen my campaign workers. They were ecstatic. Yes, sir, I couldn't ask for a more loyal staff. And now that I'm president, I finally learned how to stop all the sex scandals surrounding my administration.
No sex plays on the outside. No sex plays. Getting up.
Thank you, and may God bless you.
Thank you, Bubba. My old buddy Charles Kuralt used to travel this vast land of ours, and he experienced the thrill of fishing in our great bodies of water.
That and a whole lot of sunscreen. That's grim. If you're going to head down here, remember to file a float plan. Bring a jacket.
I know I can't, Rick.
Don't hook anybody in the other boat. And you can have a good time out chasing trout.
Turn around, Rick. Finally caught a Marine.
Is he a keeper or you got throwing back?
He's a keeper.
Out there in the heartland, the wind kicks up, and even news professionals are subject to its vagaries. My hat's off to the fine news reporters who contend with the elements. American rodeo has its roots in the 18th century, where cowboys first learned to be wary of a bull's horns. 20th century America has seen the ascent of women's participation in sports. Here, Leanne Ketchum strikes out a male batter. Unfortunately, female excellence is not acknowledged by male competitors. In response to his failure, the player finds a trash can for his equipment. Equality of opportunity has also led to equality of pain. This female rodeo rider feels the agony that a 1,500-pound bull can inflict. America has its own unique concept of sports. Rodeo clowns employed to distract bulls are often tossed about like rag dolls by the raging animals. A new American event in 20th century American sport is in vogue. Four poker-playing amigos sit stoically while a wild bull attacks them at will. The last player left sitting wins the game.
I think we've got a winner. Look out! Ladies and gentlemen, unofficially our winner, Katie Boo!
As that great American patriot Don King once said, only in America. Baseball is our national pastime. One night in a tiny town in Nebraska, our national pastime created one of the most bizarre bloopers of the century.
All of a sudden I heard crash. The hard ball went through my window.
Spitball, greaseball, you better play ball with me.
On the basketball court, window smashing has become more common as athletes slam the ball through the hoop in ways that the inventors of the game never envisioned. Smashing backboards into tiny shards of flying glass has, in fact, become a badge of honor, one that entitles the smasher to his 15 seconds of fame. Speaking of fame, let me introduce the most famous sports broadcaster of the 20th century, Howard Cosell.
Hello again, everyone. I'm Howard.
That's Cosell, Howard. Bring on the highlights.
The racetrack. A horse named Concerto swings wide. This George Steinbrenner-owned thoroughbred doesn't have a chance, or does he? With jockey Cecito Squeakeramus at the helm, here he comes. And wins it. Ice hockey. Wayne Freer sends it down ice. He scores. His name is Freer. And that, my friends, is as free as it gets. Across town, another pathetic piece of boardwork. Right there. Scintillating? No. Utterly improbable? Yes. More hockey. Goalie clears. They send it up ice. A bouncer. Through the legs and in. The replay. Follow the bouncing puck. Preposterous. Soccer. A header. The goalie charges. He backs up. Off his back. Another formidable faux pas. The goaltender makes the save, drops the ball, and can it be a stealthful steal by the defender? The baseball diamond. Batter swings and misses. Where's the ball? He looks left. He looks back. He looks right. And finally, yes. No. Yes. He picks up the tiny spherical cylinder. Here's something you don't see very often. The manager gets tossed. He then removes his shoe and places it up to the umpire's proboscis. The manager then throws the umpire out of the game. Note this player's sorry demonstration of sportsmanship. He throws the caller onto the field, then decides to follow up with the trash can. And this player does some trashing of his own. Clearly a tiny little mind at work. College hoops. The shot is blocked, and it bounces up and in. Amazing. Finally, look at the young pugilist. A foreboding one at that. Challenging the great one, Muhammad Ali. Reminds me of the Thriller in Manila. Look at the challenger dance. Might be time for Ali to use the rope-a-dope. Now back to the icon of the airways, Walter Cronkite.
Thank you, Howard. The very nature of the sports blooper is that it can be embarrassing. Here, a man allows a bull to de-pants him, for lack of a better word. While the sheepish man looks to escape, the victorious bull parades around the ring with the man's pants planted firmly atop his horns. The replay confirms this event as one of the most embarrassing sports moments of the 20th century. Witnessing one losing his clothing seems to generate a variety of reactions, from disgust to heightened stimulation to outright hysteria and appreciation. Losing one's pants is only slightly more embarrassing than accidentally ripping one's clothing or uniform in the heat of battle.
What tailback Clyde Norris sees. They give it to the fullback instead. He's still fighting away from tacklers. Gohagen across the 40. He's got the first down. He's finally wrestled to the ground by cornerback Mike Jones.
And he's coming apart at the seams, literally. Look at this. He's still got a hold of him.
Watch college basketball coach Speedy Morris. He's raised pants ripping to an art form.
Such has been the tenacity of Speedy Morris on the bench that he has ripped his pants.
If there's any men's store out there that wants to be a sponsor, we got a guy for you tonight.
But you better bring spares.
The proliferation of promotions at ball games has afforded us new forms of embarrassment. Look at the pants of Rotho Kaiser.
10 times around the bat they'll go, and then try to run to third base. An interesting, if anything, race as these contestants, Paul Mins in the red shirt and Rotho Kaiser in the white shirt.
Such crudity doesn't sit well with our next essayist, Deputy Sheriff Barney Fife.
Darn right, Walter. Active Deputy Sheriff Bernard P. Fife reporting for duty. I am an enforcement officer. I believe in rules. Without law and order, there'd be anarchy and chaos. People running all over the place with no sense of purpose or duty. Now here's a rule breaker, and I'm going to write him up for indecent exposure. Code 351, a felony. And put this ref-abusing chicken back in the hen house where he belongs. What's this? Calling all cars. Mayday! Mayday! We have 3 hooligans chasing a referee. A code 244 violation. The fact is, oh my heavens, requesting backup immediately. Where's the rule book? Here it is. Ordinance 312, assaulting a peace officer. That's a battery. And my, what do we have here? Mocking a referee. This is a total outrage. A punishable offense and an offensive punishment to all law-abiding citizens. Go ahead, disgrace yourself. Whatever happened to decorum on the fields of play? Look at this dog. What's he doing? He's using the arena as a restroom.
That's a clear violation of Code 493, Section 3, relating to the use of public facilities for bathroom purposes. It's also a violation of Ordinance 913 concerning the pooper scooper law. Where's his owner? This fella's looking for a fight. You want to fight? Fight the law, tough fella, because you're heading straight downtown. Let's see if you can take on the judge, Mr. Tough Hombre. You're looking at jail time. Well, now, look at what we have here. Fan theft. Things are out of control.
Hey, Hector, how's the diet going?
Poor Hector here gets taunted about his weight while this player decides to poke his coach's eye out.
Who farted on the extreme outside?
Even announcers are out of control.
On the inside. Quester's jet. Who farted? Who farted on the outside? It's close. Who farted in the winner's circle?
Rate that guy out for debasing the public discourse. And this guy, too, Tommy Lasorda.
You ought to have your head examined. Pitch like this. You walk that guy that couldn't hit his way out of a paper bag. Dope. There's your...
For heaven's sake, sports today is X-rated entertainment.
I know you didn't call him a he called you right. He did not call you No, he didn't. I'm standing around.
Aren't managers supposed to set an example for their players?
He called you Okay, but don't.
Both this guy and Lasorda should be arrested for degrading the morals of society. I'm fed up. Goodbye, Walter.
The year is 1922. The game is the Rose Bowl. This is perhaps the most famous faux pas of the 20th century. Cal's Roy Regals picks up the ball and takes off down the field the wrong way. His mistake confirms his place in sports blooper history. Through the years, Wrong Way Roy's feat has been duplicated by many athletes from high school boys to college gals. Notice Drake's Brinkmeyer grabbing a defensive rebound and tossing it to a teammate who loses control. After the ball is saved, that same Brinkmeyer becomes disoriented and scores one for the opponent, only to realize she'd committed a Regals. The bizarre sight of a horse running the wrong way can be eye-opening. Before he reaches the goal line, he tosses the ball in the air where it is caught by an opposing player for a touchdown. Down by 1 point, the opposing team converts a 2-point try to win the game.
Charlie's Gamble, all 1,300 pounds of them, races in fourth on the outside. Dunbar Gold has made up ground. Dunbar Gold is racing now toward third as Benevolent hit the rail.
As we've seen, horse racing has produced many unpredictable moments in sports. None more unpredictable than this one. Here, the horse Benevolent jumps into the water, swims across, and is finally pulled to safety. Animals in the water have produced some memorable images. Who could forget Squiggy the squirrel water skiing in this little pool? Sports bloopers involving water are not confined to animals, however.
You brought a lot of kids out here tonight. 1 and 2 as the sprinklers go on. Oh, you gotta love it. Now you gotta love this, folks. Now you gotta absolutely love this. Robert House is back here saying, "Wait a minute." This is a classic. Oh, my. Dick, are you bad luck, Dick?
Herb, you got your foot on the sprinkler switch. I can see it.
This is amazing. And the guy with the key has the night off. So this game is history.
You got to be kidding.
And the sprinklers are on. I love it. Hey, I really got my hats off to the Spartans. Good football, fireworks, lightning, rainstorms.
Nobody in sports enjoys a good